Victor Adetiba with ScrumLife.com, back with our book club. This episode is sponsored by Mansa Tech Training Academy, link in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're reading another excerpt from our book, 97 Things Every Scrum Practitioner Should Know, Collective Wisdom from the Experts, edited by Gunther Verheyen. Page 38. Product owner, not an information barrier. Marcus Gartner. Most of the Scrum teams we see out there in the wild have product owners who fulfill the role in such a way that they become a communication bottleneck. They spoon feed information from stakeholders and subject matter experts to the development team. Whenever the developers have a question that the product owner can't answer directly, the product owner has to go back to the particular expert on the topic, get the answer, and deliver that to the development team. By doing so, the development team's speed is limited by the communication abilities of that one product owner, pretty much as in the telephone tag game. An incredibly effective communicator might fulfill the role of product owner well, according to this interpretation of the role. Unfortunately, we haven't seen too many people living the product owner role successfully in this way. Before taking a look at a better approach, let's look at how companies are getting product owners to become such communication bottlenecks in the first place. Most often, it's driven by the fear that programmers can't talk to subject matter experts directly. Companies also fear that these experts might slip additional features into a sprint if development team members speak directly to them or stakeholders. For example, with no product owner around, if that happens, functionality might take longer to implement than initially anticipated, or the development team might not deliver the sprint goal or the work planned for the sprint. Also, since the product owner did not take a closer look at that functionality that crept into the development cycle, the development team might be building lower priority functionality. While all of this may be true, it usually takes just a few such instances where features are directly negotiated between development team members and stakeholders. At the end of every sprint, the team will show what they finished, and the product owner will certainly notice the non-agreed and lower priority features that were finished. If they then bring that unpleasant surprise up during the sprint retrospective, the team is invited to find a rule on how to deal with such situations in the future. So basically, companies fear a dynamic that will become transparent soon enough in Scrum, and they'll get the team to come up with a better approach. And what would be a better approach to the role of the product owner? The most important thing a product owner brings to a Scrum team is the prioritization of what's important to be built next and what can be postponed. Detailing individual product backlog items can be done by the development team if they have access to the subject matter experts and stakeholders directly. Of course, the product owner and probably also the Scrum Master should pay attention if this leads to unwanted features creeping into the sprint. In that case, they can educate team members about the drawbacks this entails and have them present additional stakeholders' requests to the product owner for prioritization in the product backlog next time. On a final note, I want to add that it is highly recommended that development teams know about upcoming product backlog entries. In their direct contacts with experts and stakeholders, they can share information about those upcoming features and use that to keep everybody's focus on the limited scope they are currently implementing. In other words, the more the development team knows about future product backlog entries, the better. They can help keep future requests for the future. Thus, the product owner is well advised to work on the product backlog with the development team quite regularly. I've seen this happen time and time again. An organization where product owners are pulled in a lot of different directions. And also what I've seen is a lot of organizations that don't have dedicated product owners. A lot of organizations have product managers. And so generally speaking, product owners' focus is usually within the team, focused on the product backlog refinement, attending events with the team, and just making sure the team has all of the information that they need directly from the product owner. A lot of organizations these days are pivoting to product manager roles. And a lot of times the product manager role is external focus. So dealing with the stakeholders, dealing with the business, writing requirements, gathering requirements, with not a lot of time left to focus on the development team. And so I think a good way for product owners to deal with that limited time and limited resources that they have is to not have that fear of developers or engineers engaging directly with the business. I think soon enough, the engineers will learn after flexing that new muscle of communicating with the business. I think the business will also learn about ways they can better communicate and document or have conversations around the requests that they have. And eventually that relationship will grow and flourish. The added delay and waste in time and overhead that can sometimes be put in place by product owners or product managers who want to act sort of as that phase gate or as the go-between or the bird dog between the business and the development team is just unneeded overhead. And teams would do so much better and have done so much better, in my experience, when they're able to interface directly, to have conversations with the people asking for the work so that they can give them all of the details and they can get all of the necessary information they need directly from the horse's mouth, as they say. I think this is another way a lot of times product owners use their authority or their power to the detriment of the team. And again, the more we can all come together as a single Scrum team and not as two opposing sides, product versus business or product and business versus engineering, I think we get to deliver that value to our customers even faster and receive that direct feedback from them. This is exactly why we like stakeholders to attend our sprint reviews so they can give us direct feedback on the work that we're demoing and the work that we're delivering. If we can receive that direct feedback, we understand what direction we need to pivot towards. If we can have those direct conversations, we better understand the work that we are attempting to build and deliver to our customers. Did you enjoy today's conversation? I hope you did. Please leave us a comment letting us know your thoughts. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Peace.